Five, four, three, two, one. Okay. Good morning, everyone. Today, in this live talks regarding Toycathon 2021, we are going to have Dr. Mohit Gambhir, the Director of Innovation Cell of Ministry of Education. Welcome, sir. Today, sir is going to answer all our queries regarding Toycathon. What I'm going to request all the participants listening into this video, please listen to the session first and then post your queries one by one in the comment section, and we'll do our best to answer as many of them as possible. I'm not going to take any further of your time. Over to you, sir.
Thank you so much, Harshad, and very warm welcome to everyone. Very good morning. First of all, thank you so much from bottom of my heart that you all took time, you all joined, and you all are participating in Toycathon 2021. A vision which has laid the foundation for the toy industry, for the toys to be more indigenous, made in India, with Indian ethos, culture, and our ancient culture, the history, what we have to move forward. I'm sure all of you must have looked into the portal, the themes, and have been through the sessions which were delivered by none other than Arvind Gupta ji, Professor Manish Jain, then Khanna ji, then we have from Gauri Madam and the team, our own Chairman AICTE, Shri Anil Sesbuddeji, CIO of our Innovation Cell, Dr. Abhay Jere. So these are all stalwarts, the people who actually gave you the insight, the gist, what it is all about, what we are looking for. What is the objective behind Toycathon 2021? What is the aspiration? Where are we heading to? So majority of the things I believe it has been taken care of, already been taken care of. A lot of queries has been answered. The kind of toys, the various kind of stories, the anecdotes and other things that has been shared with you. Every one of us enjoyed it, isn't it? And I'm sure even kids at home starting looking at the videos, and through them they are also getting intrigued to what this toy hackathon is going to bring in. Now, coming up to the queries which we are facing, which we are getting day in, day out, and the number of registered users we have, and still that's growing every minute. Ideas, they are pouring in, and teams are being formed, but still I believe there are lots and lots of questions which are going through individuals' minds, and I wanted to clarify those before times run up and before it is up, before the last minute of submission. So I thought, why not to have a session and come up with all the queries, with be it related to registration process, be it related to your submission, be it related to kind of ideas, be it related to your PPTs, so what not. So I'll try to answer as best possible from my end. I'll cover through the session, take you through the session, and after the session, if anything still remains, whole team is here to clarify, and my whole team, we are working day and night to make or to ensure that this becomes a grand success. Now, moving on and coming to the very first point of the moment when you go and register on the portal, that is toycathon.mic.gov.in, and it starts with the https://. Now, there are queries that people who are registering, we register, then what will happen, how we add our team members, or first registration happens, then we are not getting any codes, or we are not getting approved. The first thing first is, when you initiate the process of registering yourself, the person who registers, that person becomes a team leader. Now, for the team leader to get validated, if server is taking time to auto verify, there is a suggestion from our end to wait for 10 minutes at least, and then it goes into auto verify mode, and the person who registered can log in successfully. Though obviously you guys have to keep track of your password. The traffic flow of changing passwords and other stuff, so it is recommended that you keep hold of your password. That is very basic thing. You keep it, which you can memorize, because of the load, the number of entries and the people coming in, server may take time to reset your password. So once that is done through, once you are registered, then comes another moment of entering your teammates. And as being said, and I'm sure in another sessions, like where we have ran up a short videos, which define the standards, which take you or which give you the walkthrough that how many members they are to be present in a team, minimum to maximum, team mentors, team leaders, and all those kind of stuff. So what is to be done? Like once you register, you become a team leader. You are to enter your team member's name, at least 2 more. So that means including the team leader and 2 more members, it becomes 3 team members. And then 1 mentor. In case of school students, in case of college students, mentor is compulsory. You have to register the mentor. And once you do that, your team is registered successfully. You are, or a link to submit your idea would be enabled. Before that, you will notice that there is no link enablement. You will not be permitted to submit your idea PPT or the link of video or those kind of submissions. You will not be provided with those links. And as being said, once it is done, there are 3 kind of tracks, like you must have seen: track 1, track 2, track 3, where we are saying tracks like students from 8th to 12th. Then track 2, where we are saying students from bachelor's, master's, or from doctoral courses. Then track 3 comes in for professionals. Here we are saying mentor not mandatory, right? Now, team formation, I have already given you the details. Minimum 3 team members, 1 team leader and 2 others, plus 1 mentor. Maximum is 6 team members plus 2 mentors. 6 plus 2 is 8. Then there is a fixed predefined template of the PPT. It is there. It is on the top side. If you look around, like tracks for the Toycathon, you can go there. You can see there is download template for idea submission, or download idea submission PPT template. Precisely, it reads like that. You can click on it and you can download the template. On that template, you need to provide the details as suggested. You will be getting the 5 slides. Template consists of 5 slides. First is the title, and then other detail follows. Please do not jump beyond the provided template. Frankly speaking, ideas will not be evaluated if you are moving beyond the provided template. You have any video and any other thing, then there is a option available on the submission form itself. You need to provide the link. You need to provide those kind of details over there. Once you submit the idea PPTs, as being said, again I am repeating, do not at all add anything beyond those beyond that template. Do not modify or do not put in like slide number 6, 7, 8, 9. Do not go beyond that 5 slides. So any videos, any working principle, any methodology, any approach, at the end of PPT, in the last, you can include your link of that, but do not embed or insert any kind of video, because again, you will not be permitted to upload the video. Also, there are things, and I'm sure again there are a lot of queries are revolving around. People are getting some SQL errors or other stuff. So we are not allowing, or we have not allowed any kind of special characters while forming or while entering the details over there. So keep note of it. If that is the case, just very cautiously remove all special characters. Keep it simple. try to make it simple, and then follow the procedures which are being laid down, which are there. Now, one of the big thing, I'm sure, which everybody is aspiring for, looking for, the prizes, the what we have written 50 lakh, what prizes would be given. Now, a question comes in whether the prize would be for each and every problem statement, or it will be theme related, or how it is going to be. The prizes would be coming in, we would be making the nodal centers across the country, and nodal center basis, we would be coming up with prizes, be it 1, 2, 3, or those kind of things would be devised. We need to go on to the nodal center. Now, how nodal center will come in picture very soon, once this evaluation we are starting. Once this is done, to the shortlisted teams, we are going to throw the option, the nearby nodal center they are going to choose, and then we are going to allocate the nodal center. There are certain responsibility of nodal center guidelines. Now, having said that, that brings to another question. The hackathon is going to be physical, but all the SOPs would be followed, rest assured. It is as much of worry factor for us as for everyone. So all the SOPs would be followed. Now, question comes in here. So I'm building again, like it's not a, you may say that it is a query session, but it is a kind of a story building. I'm taking one clue from the another and then moving on. So to the nodal center, when you say yes, nodal centers would be there. They will be providing you various assistance in form of raw material required, basic stuff they would be providing you. Hackathons, yes, they are going to be physical. Many people, they ask that whether we have to bring in or go there with our already developed prototype, or do we need to develop our prototype then and there. The suggestion is, or the recommendation is, number one, yes. So the answers are, number one, yes, the hackathon is going to be physical. You certainly can start preparing or developing your prototype, but based on the jury members, the judges who are going to evaluate during the time of finale, according to them, you have to modify your model. According to them, you have to actually convince them that yes, this is what my prototype, my MVP, or my solution is doing, and in what manner, right? There comes up like team formation. We were there, so I missed one point. There was a question like, can a team, or can, using the same ID, can I submit multiple ideas? Certainly you can. But the team has to be the same, right? Now, another thing that brings into, can that particular solution be submitted into multiple themes? You certainly need not to do that. You can just refer in your slide deck that my this solution is applicable to this scenario. There is no point in submitting same idea for multiple themes or multiple aspects. There is no point. It will carry due weightage once the evaluators, they see that where it is at all applicable. As I said, nodal centers, they will be providing you all kind of support, but no cost or no expenses will be borne by us. It has to be borne by you only. That is very, very clear, because we will try to accommodate the nearest possible nodal center. The cost of consumables like the basic raw material which you need, nodal centers would be providing you that. Another thing, nodal center will be taking care of you all. Travel cost will be borne by you. Nodal center will again only be providing you the as I said, the basic materials. Your retables and all other stuff will also be taken care by them, but then we are working on it. Now, once you are there, all SOPs are followed, as I already told you. You are developing your model, you are working on it. That brings into another query, another question. What would be the evaluation parameters? That is applicable even now, even after. So it is applicable for the online evaluation. Now you have submitted your ideas, those who are, and those who are into the process of doing it. But once it is done, and even after at the center, while finale is the evaluation process, what we actually are looking for, and so a lot of other sessions they are being done, a lot of other queries are being answered, that how and what basic parameters we are looking for, and how are we taking care of these ideas. Friends, just a second, give me a second, give me a second. Sorry for that. Now, I was saying, as in the online evaluation process, what we will be looking for, it is the relevance, novelty, how relevant your the solution is, then how novel your solution is. That's what we are looking for, and then the how much scalable it is, what is the potential of getting it scaled, appropriateness of the solution, feasibility of your solution. Another basic aspect is the kind of toy and the kind of solution you guys are proposing. We would be looking at what objective it is following, what meaningful aspect it has. If let us suppose I say it is for 8 to 10 year old kid, now, what actually that kid would be gaining out of it? What would be the impact of the particular solution you people would be coming up with? So these are a couple of things which we would be looking at the initial level evaluation. And when the people, they would be at their center, the judges, they would take care of other like aesthetics, how it feels like, if it is a tangible toy, and if it is intangible board games and all other those kind of things, or in digital scenario as well. So like AR, VR components, and what kind of learning capabilities it is harnessing. So these are a lot of different aspects which your solution would be evaluated upon. And so digital toys I mentioned, it is like if there are some tailor-made or pre-made software architectures which you want to use some schemas. Yes, obviously you can bring along with you. You can use those schemas and you can bring it and you can tell. So there is no stopper on that. So that's what we are saying. We're trying to be as transparent, try to be as open possible to come up with as best meaningful solutions possible. It is about making India Atmanirbhar in the toy manufacturing space or the toy industry, whereby the solutions which you are providing or which you are going to come up with should be able to licensable, should be able to provide some insights to our small and middle enterprises, SME industry, whereby they can take up these things and manufacture, or it's like made in India toys can be brought in. Now, coming back to the number of queries which you guys have taken up, it is like I have an idea of my own. This is a very common question. How do I participate as an individual? Friends, we are not allowing any individual entry. We are encouraging, we are motivating the team spirit. Even if you are an individual, try to bring along anyone who has supported you in your journey, anyone who has provided you guidance. So that's how we are trying to build a team. So register them as a team member along with yourself. There is again a question from mentor saying that, can I mentor multiple teams? Obviously, yeah, you can mentor multiple teams, but it is not recommended, frankly, because if you are involved with one or two teams, I'm sure it is going to eat almost all of your time. Mentoring is a serious business. Taking a clue like from where till the end, that is from input to the complete output, a mentor has to play a serious role. Now, and if you are involved with multiple teams, then I'm sure you are not going to will not be able to do justice. So you need to think, the fellow mentors, you seriously need to think how and where and what kind of idea I need to mentor as onto the mentors as well. Travel, I have already covered that no expense will be borne by MIC or AICTE. It has to be taken care by, though we are trying to provide the best possible nearest nodal center, which we would be taking care of. Our forms will be running in once the teams are shortlisted, that from where, when, what, how these things would be channelized. Allocation of problem statements. How will it be done? Will I get a dedicated nodal center of my choice? I already answered. Or you will allocate the nodal center. As I simply said, we will be running up forms for the shortlisted teams. We will be taking up the interests or the options available. If not, then we would be putting in based on the address provided or the residential or the nearest address location, which we coordinates with which we will be having. So there are two kind of entries which you guys are submitting. One is the dedicated problem statements we have, and another is in open innovation categories. Problem statements, yes, they are defined. Objectives are defined. You need to solve it. Open innovation, different themes. You need to submit your idea or the solution in those themes. Then another question comes in that can I get a design mentor along with my team mentor? So design mentors, yes, from NIDs, DICs, at all the nodal centers, you will be provided with these design mentors. So there is a difference between, like, a team mentor is a person who is guiding you from the step 1 till step n. Design mentors will be roped in once you are, at the finale. In the finale, there you need some aesthetics to be made, some other stuff. So those design mentors would be coming in. You are free to rope in as in the person for design mentors, but from our end, these would be provided. Evaluation will be online and offline. Initially, it is going to be online, the first level, and obviously then offline. And even in that time as well, we are trying to explore if there are some experts, then we will be having the both modes, that is online and offline mode of evaluation. As I said earlier, the stay or the residence, that is the nodal centers purview, nodal centers prerogative. You guys need to talk to them. If at all your center is far off, you need to work out. Then there is very common question: can a mentor be an evaluator? No, sorry, please. And if we found something like that, any ambiguities in these kind of entries, like if a mentor is again acting as an evaluator, no, sorry, please do not do that. If at all it's missed from our sense, be ethically true. Please come up, please submit us and get your names removed. It should be simply no conflict, because then it will be you understand that it will be a conflict, like you're mentoring one team and you are evaluating another. Seriously, it is not tolerable. Then there is what we would be doing. So today, as anticipated, we are assuming that a lot of ideas, they are still to come and they are coming in. Tonight, as declared, is the last date. We are still deliberating because the lot of requests we are receiving. So deliberations are going on internally to shift the deadline a little bit, but I cannot comment. So it is serious request, genuine request to all of you to submit your ideas before the time rushes in. You get ample time before server loads in, and you get all kind of XYZ whatnot errors. So try to submit your ideas in time. Once it is done, and in what may come or whatsoever be the scenario, even if the deadline is extended, from tomorrow onwards, the evaluation process is going to be started for already submitted ideas. We are going to start the evaluation process, and results we will be declaring in batches. Now, batches or phases, you mean? So we will be coming up with lot by lot that these are the first 100, the next 100, or the 500. That we will be coming up in batches or phases, and it will go on till the last result date. We will be coming up with these kind of results. Keep glued to the website for announcement of results. Then, though we are saying that the ideas which would be coming in, submitting in, they have to be related to Indian ethos, the Indian culture, but more or less there are a couple of ideas as well, even we have encountered, related to teaching or some other field. So, but don't worry, they will be evaluated. These are expectations, but even if not, you are coming up, it has some another meaningful aspect. It has some another tangent on another scale of applicability. We are going to evaluate it as per the scenario. So don't be disheartened that if it's not following X or Y or Z, we'll not be comparing it. I have already taken up the question like problem specific and the open innovation model. The difference, you can certainly look on the website. It is very much elaborated, what it is, how it is. Once you go in there, everything is explained in detail. Then there comes another question which many people, they have asked, whether these evaluators would be the same during the grand finale. No. These are the first set of evaluators. Today they are evaluating it online. Tomorrow at the grand finale, you might have the another set of jury members, which will be certainly allocated by us. Uh, you know, again, couple of things from my end, which I would like to sum up that the submission of ideas which you are doing, you must take care of the toys or the object maybe which we call in ultimately is going to evolve as in toy. It should be practically feasible. The solution which you are going to come up with, maybe with some board games or other thing, the idea, but it should be practically feasible. In case it is a physical toy, aesthetics should be very, very strong. It should not be harmful. Just like we go, just treat it like you go into the market, you are trying to buy it for yourself. What you would be looking at, how it would be more appealing to you, what would be its application, how environment friendly it is, what kind of material it is using. Very strong emphasis on reusable component, whether it is like kind of renewable or non-renewable, those kind of, it is hazardous, it is non-hazardous. All these things are going to come in picture when we are going through the phase of evaluation. And you are certainly encouraged to come up with digital games or FPS games like we have. I'll not name, but we have all kind of battle games, so we can come up with warfares like we have our Kargil game and other stuff. We can certainly come up with those kind of stuff so as to boost the morale, and that yes, various intricacies can be taken care of, that you have achieved X peak and then this is going to follow and this is the star or the medal you are going to achieve. So this is the playing with the mindset and encouraging our youth altogether. Now coming up like digital toys and apps, how can we embed Indian culture or ethos? Now, there are a lot of toys, if I recollect correctly, while we were maybe 40 years ago and we used to play, basic homemade stuff used to be provided to us by our grandmoms and grandmothers or parents. You can modernize them before then as well, even my parents. So there are a lot of historical things, ancient things, which can be modernized. You can certainly come up with, make them latest, make them approachable, make them more attractive, lucrative for our kids, so that things can be taken care of. And I believe generally I have covered almost everything what has been given. And from my end, a request or a take for all of you is, please join hands. If at all you feel like there is someone who is much more capable, who is capable enough to provide or deliver the results, spread the word. Still there is time. Let's join hand together. Let's do wonderful things. Let's make India Atmanirbhar in toy manufacturing. Thank you so much. Harshad, if there is anything, you may please.
No, sir. Actually, I think you have almost taken care of every recurring doubt that we had. And I'm going to request the participants that if you have some specific queries as to some difficulties that you may have while logging in or submitting your PPTs or any stuff like that, you are please requested to either contact us on Toycathon at aicte-india.org, and we'll do our best to get back to you. But please give us a little bit of time, since there are thousands of participants who are participating in this. So it might take a little while to get back to you, but we'll do our best to get to you as quickly as possible. Thank you very much, sir. It was an insightful session, and great that you went to such depths solving each and every query. So thank you for your time. And everyone, we hope that you will follow what sir said. Like, we have to do this. This is not just a competition. It's a kind of national duty that we have to make our nation Atmanirbhar in this toy sector, and this is a golden opportunity. So as far as the matter stands right now, today is the last date. So do your best and submit your queries as soon as possible. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day. Thank you, sir.
Take care.